Hi, my name is Bill Hayes. I teach social studies at Brookhaven High School. As Ron just said, I'm on the board of governors. So here's my testimony. I got to go a little bit earlier than Karen. I had texted my principal at 2:45. I will be at parent-teacher conferences just as soon as it is over and I get done testifying. So I went on to 6:45 and parent-teacher conferences got done at 7. Didn't make it. Good afternoon, Chair Bacon and committee members. I thank you for giving me the opportunity today to speak candidly and personally to you regarding my opposition to Senate Bill 5. I'm a high school social studies teacher at Brookhaven High School in Columbus, Ohio. I'm a proud member of the National Education Association, the Ohio Education Association, and the Columbus Education Association. I've loved history since I was a little child. I'm a teacher because it's in my DNA, but I am a high school history teacher and I love stories, so I need to tell you why I'm a teacher, but it involves a personal story. My maternal grandfather's father was a teacher, principal, later superintendent. It was only natural that after graduating from Denison, my grandfather also became an educator, teaching high school social studies and coaching high school football on the side. He enlisted in the Navy shortly before the attack on Pearl Harbor. Seeing the gathering storm clouds of war, such was the mettle of his generation. He commanded 2 destroyer escorts during World War II during his time in the Navy. And it was in his lap that he explained to me what World War II was about, why he enlisted, why he hoped to give back to his country, what he hoped to give back to his country. And it was there in the safety of his lap that I found a love of history. Most people who know my grandfather know he was a veteran, but that wasn't what they remember him for. You see, he also loved football. After being honorably discharged at the end of World War II, he worked as a head football coach for Denison and Miami. He was a long shot candidate, but he stepped up to the plate and applied for and was hired on as a head football coach for Ohio State after Wes Fessler resigned. So yes, if you're wondering, my grandfather was Wayne Woodrow Hayes, also known as Woody Hayes. He gave me his love of history and his love of teaching. It was because of him that I became a teacher. And it is the reason why, when I hear 2 letters, O-H, my heart skips a beat. I think it is reasonable for you to assume that because of Woody Hayes, I am speaking to you today. Realize, though, that I am of his flesh and blood. I am not him. I am my own person. But he taught me many things, many valuable lessons that made me who I am. Woody always said, you win with people. Without a doubt, members of the committee, because of the people you have won. You sit in the chairs you are in because of the people. Regardless of committee appointments, regardless of the Senate president, you are where you are because of the people. Many of you on the committee are thinking that when I refer to the people, you mean the voters. And without a doubt, you would not have been elected without the voters' consent, yet I speak more broadly. You are where you sit because of the police officers that helped keep you safe when you were a child. You are where you sit because of the firefighters who were ready to respond at the ring of a bell to call that there was a fire at your house or that of your neighbors. You are where you sit because of the teachers that helped shape your lives and challenge you to move to the next level. I can tell you who my most influential teachers were in the Bexley City Schools at Maryland Avenue Elementary and at the Bexley High School. Mrs. Collins at Maryland Elementary, who gave me my first after-school detention in 2nd grade. My 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Lehman, who told me I was a talented writer. My 10th grade English teacher, Mrs. Novak, who never gave me a C above a C on a paper, something that frustrated me to no end. And of course, Mrs. Lamuth, who when I told her, I said, I'm going to teach social studies. She said, great, what are you going to coach? Senator Bacon, members of the committee, I'd like you to think about your favorite teacher, the one who motivated you to do more than the assignment or the class asked for, the teacher that helped you to be where you are now. So get that picture in your mind. These are some of the people that have helped you win. These are the people that, if they're still living, you should thank on National Teachers Day. I wonder if you were to tell them where you are, where you have been, what you have been through to get where you are, and what you have done, what would they say about what you're doing now in regards to Senate Bill 5? I could tell you that my local teachers union, the Columbus Education Association has multiple alternative compensation programs, something you wrongly call merit pay, that have been negotiated through mutual agreement between my union and the school board. I can tell you that the first and only time that CEA went on strike was in 1974 when the Ferguson Act was in effect and when Sally Oldham proudly and bravely walked the line for every single CEA member that came up with it. I could cite facts and statistics about unionization and this and that and one thing and the other, but you've probably seen it in the media and on the internet. And everybody that's come before has told you facts and statistics and cited studies. So Chairman Bacon, I'm here to make a personal appeal to you. We share many things in common. You, like my father, have law degrees, both serving your communities. He was a Franklin County prosecutor and a municipal court judge. You served the citizens of Lancaster. You're a member of the Republican Party, the same party that my grandfather supported. I remember as a child, President Nixon speaking at my grandfather's funeral. I remember greeting then Vice President Bush after he alighted from Air Force Two in 1998 when he was campaigning, but I paid more attention, being in junior high, to the guys behind him with Uzis under their jackets. So among all those similarities, I am here for something deeper. My two sons, like your daughter, have autism spectrum diagnoses. It is because of public school teachers that our children have been able to excel. I, like you, have learned about the myriad of acronyms associated with ASD, autism spectrum disorder. Many of those acronyms end with T, therapy. Occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, equine therapy, play therapy, music therapy. These are the things that have gotten them ready to excel in the classrooms of public school teachers. It is because of the health insurance benefits that my district has provided that they have been able to excel in school, yet these benefits have not been given freely to me or my sons by the district. They have been negotiated thanks to my union. Senator Bacon, members of the committee, this legislation will not just affect me, but my children. They are my family. This legislation punishes teachers, firefighters, police officers, state workers, and their families. I urge you to pigeonhole this bill and not to send it to the floor for a vote. And I want to leave you with something else. My grandfather also said another quote that, according to Wikipedia, he said. But I don't remember him saying it to me, so I'm going to trust Wikipedia. Something I tell my students not to. He said, there is a force that makes us all brothers. No one goes his way alone. All that we do, all that we send in the life of others, comes back into our own. My brothers and sisters are all here. What is sent into our lives will come back into those that send it to us. Please vote no against sending Senate Bill 5 to the floor.